while. Been a while. Been a lot of stuff going on. We'll wait a little bit and see if we have anybody join us here. And we'll be talking about something recently that I learned that was actually pretty powerful for me. And I hope it resonates with you guys. But it's definitely been a leveling up for me. So we'll see if anybody jumps in here. Give it a minute. How's everybody been doing this Sunday, this past week? What's been going on? If you hop in, just put in just put like a number 1 in the chat, so I can know you're here. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Turn that up a little bit. Oh man, has 2025 just been like a blip? Oh man, it's been so fast, man. We're in the 10th month already. It's ridiculous. All right. Well, I guess some people will jump in as they see that we're live. This is what I wanted to ask. Have you ever noticed how just being real can make other people squirm? Just being real, being authentic. It either repels people or it attracts people. Who does it attract, man? It attracts people who want real, who want to live in authentic ways, right? At some point in our lives, we've all worn different masks and things like that. But as you strip those things away and you just pursue authentic living, you'll start to notice some things. Man, this is what I noticed recently, is that authenticity is very unsettling for insecure people. In other words, if you are just walking real, you just live real, you're not chasing people, you're not chasing accolades or acceptance, you're not into the people-pleasing mode or anything like that, people don't always know what to make of you. So recently, I had an encounter, and going back about 10 years ago, I was in a situation that was really, really, really challenging for me, nearly broke me. And there were so many people then that I really thought were good friends, brothers, people I could count on when I was going through one of the worst seasons of my life. And what I found out was that, surprise, surprise, those people didn't show up. None of them. And it was very unsettling. I found myself just trying to jump through all the hoops to please them and placate them, and just, I guess try to assure myself that, that these were actually friends, or that these were people I could actually count on. Turns out I was the one that had it wrong. There's some people I had served with for several years, and I thought that because we served in ministry that we got along and everything, that we were friends. Surprise, surprise. But recently I had an opportunity to speak at an event where several of those people were going to be. And mind you, I haven't had conversations with any of these people in 10 years. And I was really, honestly, I was nervous going into it. I didn't know what to expect. But in the past few years, I've done so much work on myself where it's just, no, I don't wear the masks anymore. I'm not in people-pleasing mode or anything like that. It's just, I'm going to walk in what's real. And what's up, Paige Bro? What's up? What's up, Paige? So yeah, I walk into the room and not knowing what to expect. And, I'm not going to chase these people down to shake hands or anything like that. I'm there to speak. I'm there to, to deliver, you know, some information. I'm there to speak. And I noticed that those people came to me to say hi, to shake hands, and I could tell they were very, very uncomfortable in my presence. I wasn't being aggressive or anything like that. I wasn't giving them the side eye or the anything like that. I'm just being myself. And what I learned is, or what I felt was like they didn't know what to make of me. They didn't know how to handle, my energy. What's up? Magister Lurch. Oh, okay. Huh. What's up, Paige? Paige, bro, that's a funny comment. And Lurch, did you vote for Trump? Man, I don't talk about who I vote for or who I don't vote for. That's not what this channel is about. So, but Paige, if you don't like it, you can go. It ain't gonna hurt my feelings. But anyway, getting back to it, yeah, it's just, I think that some of those people expected to see me as like an ant pile, and instead encountered something bigger than an ant pile, and that's disruptive for them. Um, what's R? I don't know what that is. Um, so anyway, I thought it was, what's the channel about? I'll get to it. Stick with me. I'll get to what the channel is about. So I left there, and I was just trying to figure out like what just happened, because I didn't have any emotions about it. I didn't feel great. I wasn't upset or anxious or anything like that. It's just I went in and I'm me. And then in reflecting on it, I understand now authenticity is disruptive to people who are wearing masks. It's disruptive and unsettling for people because when you are walking in authenticity, your presence, just your presence, is unsettling for them. It's like a mirror. And people who are wearing masks, they don't like a mirror that reveals what's real. That's very, very unsettling for them. So one of the things I wanted to ask, and I'm going to keep this brief because I definitely want to answer Lurch's question here about what the channel's about. Who do you become when you stop performing, when you stop wearing the masks, when you stop being in people pleaser mode, when you just walk in what's real? Authenticity, it may cost you comfort. It might, but it will give you peace. And you can't put a price on peace. So I just want to challenge you, if you're watching this, to what mask are you wearing? Are you tired of wearing those masks? Are you tired of hiding behind those? And do you just want to walk in authenticity, walk in realness? It takes discipline. And a lot of people, I think the reason I wanted to do this is just to say, it's like, hey, when you do start to walk in authenticity, when you do start to walk in what's real, it is going to be disruptive to some people. You may have some people walk away, like I was saying at the beginning of it. Walk in this way, it's either going to repel people or it's going to attract them. It's going to attract the right people. It's going to repel the people that you don't need in your life. So I just hope that that's encouraging. Just a big lesson that I learned this week, because I walked out of there and I couldn't figure out what just happened. There was definitely, I'm just there giving my speech. I'm there saying hello, shaking hands, and some of the people that I used to chase down and hope for their attention, they were intimidated and nervous and timid and looking at the floor instead of making eye contact. Yeah, so the way of success comes with a lot of goodbyes, bro. Yep, absolutely. That is true. And I've kind of piggybacking on that, I've found that walking in authenticity. God has a way of weeding out the people in your life that don't need to be there. People that you might think, oh man, I need them. I want them in my life. And often we don't realize that those are the people that are holding us back or getting in our way, or sometimes even secretly causing trouble for us. We don't know. But God has a way of using authenticity it's kind of like sifting, and He gets rid of the weeds, so to speak. So, Lurch, in regard to your question, what's this channel about? This channel is about just challenging men to overcome themselves, to live intentionally, free of excuses, to walk in authenticity, really to focus on health, fitness, mindset, and faith, just to live a whole life, really to live an intentional, purposeful life. Free of all the masks, free of the excuses and the stuff that holds us back, and really to help men to become, and it's not just men, but anybody, but particularly men, to become who they've always aspired to be, who God always intended them to be. A few years ago, I had to completely change my life. I went through the worst season of my life, an extremely, extremely painful divorce that left me with PTSD, all kind of trauma issues, and it very literally nearly killed me. And I had to decide, am I going to quit the people pleasing and just live real and get rid of all these excuses, quit chasing people, quit being a people pleaser, quit trying to fix everything and everybody, quit trying to change everybody, and just really conquer myself. And so that's what I've been working on. And I didn't have a coach. I didn't have a blueprint going through that. So a lot of that I just had to learn on my own, and God taught me so much of that. And coming on the other side of it now, I feel a personal responsibility to help other guys who are in the same or similar situations, who aspire to a greater life. They just don't quite know how to do it. And so I feel like it's my job to provide some of the tools and the insights that I learned along the way, and to really give back, because honestly, I wish somebody would have done it for me. So that's what this whole channel is about. I've got a book on Amazon called When Your World Comes Crashing Down. It's about writing your redemption story. It tells my story, but it gives all the things I learned along the way. But anybody else, is there any other questions while we're on here? I think we're about 13 minutes in. But yeah, that last comment that you put, the way of success comes with a lot of goodbyes. Let me tell you, but it's worth it. Yeah, absolutely, it's worth it. Absolutely. But yeah, that was a big lesson I learned this week, and I just wrote it down. It's like, authenticity is disruptive. Big lesson. And I'm still kind of unpacking that, myself. Because in that situation, I didn't go in aggressive. I didn't go in there all anxious. I was a little bit nervous just because I didn't know what to expect, but I knew what to expect out of myself. And like I said, I was there just to give a speech, and I did that, and I feel like I did that well. But there were plenty of people there who have not seen me or been around me since all the stuff that went down 10 years ago, and I don't think they knew what to make of me. And it's not because feel like I've elevated to this, whatever standard of living or persona or whatever. It's just, I can honestly say that it's been Jesus who has built these things in me. Yeah, I can't take credit for any of it. I can't get any of the glory for that. If anything, man, I'm humbled that He chose to teach me these things at this time, because in teaching me those things, it actually had helped me survive a really terrible thing. But I don't look at myself as a survivor. Um, Surviving something just means you didn't die. But through Christ, I'm an overcomer. I overcame those things on purpose, not by accident. That was deliberate. That was intentional. So anyway, I hope that helps answer what the channel's about. That's kind of a roundabout long way of answering that. But we still got some people in here. Just, see if does anybody else have any questions? Hey, what's some things you've learned about related to this topic? What have you experienced when you started living and walking authentically? Did it cost you? Did it cost you relationships? What price have you paid? Because there's always a price to pay. None of this stuff comes free. Otherwise, I'm about to get up out of here because I don't want to hold y'all, and I don't want to have a bunch of dead time just sitting here looking at my phone. I got other things to do. But we'll go about 30 more seconds, and then we'll cut this sucker off. But guys are gonna write gay live stream. You're hilarious. Hilarious. Let's see. All right. Well, I'm gonna jump up out of here. For those of you that see this later, thanks for coming in and checking it out. And I will, but comment down below. What do you become when you stop pretending and you stop performing? That's something we do a lot, especially as men. We perform because there's expectations, and we think we got to fulfill other people's expectations. So I'm gonna hop up out of here, and I will chat with you guys soon. Later.